ensign and 4 chiefs charged for leaking the F-35 crash video. I can't even be mad at the ensign. He's just a little baby. How did these chiefs let this happen? Chiefs, check your mess. This is crazy. We got Navy chiefs, and one of them a senior chief and 3 chiefs. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble because it turns out they're the ones who leaked the F-35 crash on a Carl Vinson. All the footage. They're the ones who leaked it. Look, we got the video right here. If you guys have not seen this, isn't that crazy? And it looks like they're watching from, the tower or something like that. That's like the air boss's desk or something, and they're watching the crash footage. So the 4 chiefs, 3 chiefs, a senior chief, and an ensign. Forget about the ensign. Forget about that. Who cares? Ensign. That's nobody. That's nothing. The ensign's nothing. A Navy officer and 4 senior enlisted leaders are facing NJP, non-judicial punishment, in connection to the leak of a shipboard video footage showing the harrowing January 24th crash of an F-35. The video shows the jet hitting the deck, catching fire, and sliding the length of the carrier before falling into the sea. And the pilot ejected and was rescued out of the water. Navy ensign, a senior chief, and 3 chiefs have all been charged with failure to obey an order, Article 92, which is out of the UCMJ. If you would like to know more, consult your Blue Jackets manual. I'm sure you guys have that on your desk. Naval Air Force's spokesman, Commander Zach Harrell, declined to identify the accused or confirm where their cases are in the legal process. The Navy has yet to salvage the wreckage. 7 sailors were injured, including the pilot. So how does this happen? By the way, the flight deck was operating again in 45 minutes, they say. It's pretty impressive. Imagine having to keep your composure after that happens, and in 45 minutes, do a FOD walk down, which is basically, let me play back this video. Let me show you guys something. Where's the video? Let me show you guys something. As we watch this video, when that thing hits the deck there, you can see pieces of it flying off of the aircraft. Every single one of those things is called, in the Navy, FOD. It stands for Foreign Object Damage, which sounds like a description of an event instead of a noun, but we call it FOD. Every little thing, every micro piece of metal and airframe and composite and carbon fiber and, everything. I'm sure that there's hazmat, fuel and oils and everything, grease on the deck, all this stuff, rubber from the tires, just the list goes on. Glass from the wind screens or whatever, whatever the internal components are made out of that might have burst, wiring from, I don't know what the extent of the damage caused by this thing as it skids across the flight deck, but all these things that could have fallen out onto the deck, you've got to police up and do a FOD walk down every single bit of it. Every single piece. You got to get every single piece of it up, or else you risk damage to other aircraft. So helicopters are spinning their, jet blast, exhaust is going. Any one of those little things could become a projectile, a little piece of metal, a little screw gets hit by a JBD, or the exhaust goes around the JBD as as the aircraft flies off the ship, it lifts up a screw, hits somebody in the face. It's like a bullet. Or an intake of an engine sucks up a piece of metal and it FODs out the engine, destroys the whole inside of the engine. So the crew of the flight deck of the Vincent, they police up all this FOD. They have to do checks on all the gear to make sure things are safe. See if the non-skid is even okay, because the non-skid would get ground down by the plane flying over there. They do all this stuff and get planes flying again in 45 minutes. That's actually really good. It's actually really cool. So shout out to the flight deck crew, who of course would have their confidence rattled. They're scared. They're worried about their shipmates, all this stuff. And then they do all that and they get planes flying again in 45 minutes. Well, that's, I think that's the story. That might be the story right there. The turnaround time of 45 minutes to do all that, to get that flight deck up and running again. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good. It takes courage. It takes confidence to launch another aircraft after that. You get rattled and then you're kind of on tilt. Your confidence is shot. How do you land the next aircraft, which is probably flying around, burning fuel? You got to recover the next one or else it's going to crash. And the next one and the next one. Who knows how many sorties were going on at that time? They have to recover these other aircraft. So they do all this. Good job. Bravo Zulu to the flight deck crew. That's good work.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.